Hello viewers, welcome in another episode, and today it will be small trip to my yacht when I was much younger, in early teens, and Poland was still part of Eastern Bloc, and cars like this Skoda 130 LR were the coolest cars from our region. This is Matchbox. It's a 157 scale. It's nice model. Okay, this one is very tired, and windscreen in the rear is damaged. Looks like some heat damage, but when it was new, livery is very similar to real cars. We have plastic headlamps. We can open engine cover because engine here was in the back and it was rear-wheel drive. The engine wasn't that big. It was 1.3 liter straight 4. Difference between regular Skodas etc. was block was already made from aluminium. Here head was made from aluminium too, and there were two carburetors, Weber carburetors. The car was little monster. If you look at numbers, 130 bhp, 130 horsepower. That's not much, but the curb weight of this car was 720 kilograms. It was more because of handling, weight than power of the engine. 5-speed gearbox, which was good in many cars in Eastern Europe. It wasn't so obvious. They removed everything from inside, whatever was not needed, it was removed. Bonnet, engine cover and doors were made from aluminium just to save weight. But we now know story of this car, we know a little bit about it, but will I finish this video after 3 minutes? No, because after long wait I got this fantastic set. This company is completely new to me. That's Fox 18, and as name suggests, they're making 1/18 scale models. They are making 143 models as well, and they released few 164. This one is part of that short series of 164. It's a Czechoslovakian brand. Its history. It started with Fox Toys, something like this. They were selling toys, etc. Then they just made Fox 18 to made cars. For Fox 18 they don't have shops, etc. They are just focused on making models. It could be cars, it could be planes, or some kind of other toys for different brands. It's very unusual because those cars are not made in China, they are made locally, from what I know, which is really impressive and interesting. I was waiting for this set for very long. It was delayed. There are other models. Fox 18 is specializing in Czechoslovakian brands like Skoda, Tatra. And as much as I like those cars, you know, I seen some videos, but I decided, you know, before I buy anything else, and I will buy anything more, I want to see those. Apart from three-pack like this, you know, you have other multi-packs, you have single cars, you have, you know, they're producing something I'm very interested and I will buy it when I will find at good price. Predecessor, the Honda Skoda 130 RS Coupe. It's the shape of 130 RS. It's a little bit similar, but it is much different. You know, it's when you look at it, you can see it's older car. But we should look at those cars. Now I will tell you, all those liveries are real. Those are not made up. So you can see, you know, when you compare it to Matchbox, Matchbox wasn't that far. All those liveries are real. All those cars are in acrylic cases, typical acrylic cases. You have information about cars. This one, Skoda 130 R, number 21, Rally Bohemia 1988, and you have even name of people who were taught in that rally. And let's have a look at those cars. I will use, okay, 2.7 magnification, that's good enough. As you can see, it's not bad, even when you look at almost 3 times magnification. Okay, there are some things which are simplified. Front lights are plastic, acrylic, but there is paint. You know, that's a little bit unusual because we can see paint behind plastic, but it looks good. Really fancy registration plate, badges. It's really hard to see anything inside because it's black, but we can see 2 seats, front seat, steering wheel, safety cage, and there was nothing else inside. So that's good. Nice decals, including this surprising Skoda. It was surprising. Rubber tires and rims looking exactly as they were looking on real cars. The driver and co-pilot Pavel Sibera and Petr Gross, number 21. All the usual suspects are made. We can even decals of locking mechanism, and no, there is nothing wrong with it. Sideways, because this isn't engine cover, this is just your luggage compartment. As you now know, engine is here. We have Czechoslovakian sticker. Rear lights are painted. Exhaust on the left in this one, and then, you know, door handles, vents, etc. The car, you know, I would say it's not as detailed as Mini GT, but it's very, very similarly priced, because for those 3 I paid around €50. So when you divide it by 5, that's, you know, entry, tarmac and Mini GT price range. If it's worth for me, it is. I know, you know, it's you know, not as detailed, but then it's made in Europe, not in China, which, you know, makes huge difference as well. And then nostalgia behind decision to buy those is high. Now we have civilian, because they made just over 200. That was, you know, what they needed for this car to be part of the group. Skoda 130 LR, red plain body. And we have extra lamps. Hella. There is no but behind those extra lights. There are some differences in front as well. We have, you know, the black air intake, some kind of air intake or registration plate place. I think it's rather registration plate thing, because the engine is in the back, so what's the point of taking air here? Here the bonnet is different, so you can see those are very similar but not same. From the side, apart from lack of extra decals, they're same. Rims are same, just different color. Both are 4 doors. You know, in the rear there is small difference, because you can see exhaust in this one is on the right hand side. But other than that, not much difference. You know, I was joking, because you have rear mounted engine, rear wheel drive, and then you have gold rims. That's like, you know, you compile 2 classic legendary cars, so that Skoda must be really good, because it's like Subaru combined with Porsche. But, you know, back to being a little bit more serious, it's not bad looking car. For 1980s in Eastern Bloc, that was one of the coolest cars. But it was same with Skoda's 120 or 105. You know, they were really nice. I was passenger when I was young in some of those cars, and when you compare, you know, the noise level, how we, you know, comfort, etc., it was above average for Eastern Bloc cars. And now we have another Skoda 130 R, number 24, Lombard Rally Rack 1986. We have Norwegian and German crew, John Haugland and Monica Eckart. And you have names there and flags. Front, you know, it's mix of 2 previous models we've seen, because in theory it looks like very like the plain red, you know, with those extra lights and with exhaust, but then we have badge like in number 21, and we have bumper like in number 21. It's different livery. It's very similar, but you can see some differences. You know, this is like 2 years apart, so we shouldn't be surprised. Different wheels, which I like. You know, those models are very similar, but you have enough different things, you know. It's not only livery, but the small details make it worth buying, for me at least, 3 of those instead of 1, and then job done. I have example of Skoda 130 LR. This one, I think it was 13th or 14th. Give me a second, I will check. It. Where it is? No, it was 21st in that way. So maybe, you know, not top spots, but still that's 130 bhp car in serious rally. So there were more of those successes, you know, because for me, even if it's like 13th, 15th in some rallies, that's huge success, because still you need to think about limitation of those cars. So this is, I hope, something new for many of you, a little bit of history of cars you probably never seen and never will see. For me, that's part of my yacht, and I'm happy I could present you with it. For some, maybe, you know, that will be a reason to look into Fox 18 lineup and maybe buying something. For me, those cars are very, very cool. And now when I seen those cars after waiting really, really long, it was painful, you know. I was not sure if this pre-order will be fulfilled, but it was. I will buy 130 RS for sure, and I will of course show it to you. Then depending what Fox 18 will make in 164 lineup, I hope they will make some Tatras. Those will be very, very cool cars to show. It was more like luxury brands, and they were beautiful. They were really beautiful. But that's all for this video. As usual, all the best for all of you, and see you soon. Bye bye.